Hello, Professor. My name is Du Shuang. Today I will start my presentation. My lecturer is Professor Shabir, and my report title is A Study on the Factors that Influence Consumers to Choose Credit Cards as Leading Cards for Overseas Travel. And there are 6 parts in my content. Abstract, Introduction, Research Methods, Analysis, and Results and Discussion. So let's go to the part 1, Abstract. With the continuous expansion of overseas tourism by Chinese residents, the importance of credit cards as a cross-border payment tool has become increasingly important. In order to deeply explore the key factors that affect Chinese consumers' choice of credit cards as their primary cards for overseas travel, this paper takes the right quality consumer satisfaction primary card selection intention as the main line and constructs a TRV card theoretical model with 5 dimensions: security, travel convenience, value-added service, brand trust, and service responsiveness. And there are 310 samples were collected through a questionnaire survey. And the structural equation mode was used to empirically test the hypothesis. And the results show that the 5 survey quality dimensions all have significant positive impact on consumer satisfaction. This study not only verifies the applicability of the TRV card model in cross-border consumption scenarios, but also provide empirical reference and strategy recommendations for banks and financial institutions in credit card product design, consumer relationship management, and cross-border supply optimization. And in the part 2 is introduction. First one is background. In recent years, with the improvement of Chinese residents' income level and the continuous optimization of visa policies, overseas travel has gradually become an important part of the national consumption structure. According to the data released by the China Tourism Academy, despite the impact of the epidemic, the number of overseas tourism in 2023 has rebounded significantly, indicating that China's overseas tourism market will continue recovery and growth. And there are 5 objectives in my project. In the research questions, there are 3 questions. The first one is, which survey quality dimensions have an impact on the choice of primary card for overseas travelers? The second is, what extent does consumer satisfaction influence the choice of credit cards as primary cards for overseas travel? Third is, how does survey quality affect consumers' cross-border primary card selection decisions through the mediating variable of consumer satisfaction? And in my research significance, this study is aimed to fill the gap in the study of survey quality dimensions and consumer satisfaction in the context of cross-border credit card use by constructing the TRV card model and understand the mechanism role of consumer satisfaction in the process of survey experience affecting decision making. So let's go to the part 3, research methods. And this is my research hypothesis from HE to H3E. And in the right, this is my framework mode. And there are 3 methods that I need. The first one is visual research methods. The second is questionnaire survey method. And the third is statistical analysis method. So let's go to the part 4, analysis. Part 4 is an important part in my report. The first graph is descriptive statistics of the sample. This study aims to explore the factors that influence consumers to choose credit card as their primary cards for overseas travel. Through simple descriptive statistical analysis of valid returned questionnaires, this study depicts the overall profile of the survey group. The sample of this study shows a reasonable distribution in key demographic variables such as gender, age, education level, overseas frequency, and bank preference. In the other graph, the core variables of this study are measured using a list of 5-point score, and each variable contains 3 measured items. By conducting descriptive statistical analysis on the scores of all valid samples on key variables, we can understand the overall distribution of the respondents' evaluations on these variables. And next page is readability and validity of the questionnaire. The Cronbach alpha of the entire questionnaire is 0.964. The questionnaire score of this study has a total of 21 measurement items, which can be divided into 7 variables. The readability coefficients of the 5 dimensions of survey quality measurements are all above 0.7. and the Cronbach alpha coefficients of the remaining latent variables are also over 0.7, meeting the core indicators of the survival readability requirements. It can be seen that the questionnaire score used in this study has good readability. And in the other graph, through this indicator, the measured variables of each latent variable can be analyzed to determine whether it has stable consistency and structure. Usually, when using the factor analysis measure for validity analysis, the following two requirements must be met. One is that the KMO value should be greater than 0.7, and the other is that the significance of Bartlett spherically test is less than 0.05. The KMO test data of the survey sample is equal to 0.87. Indicating that the research results can be used for factor analysis. The result of Bartlett spherically test shows that the approximate chi-square value is 2919.031, and the significant probability is 0, so negating the null hypothesis of the Bartlett spherically test. Since the test score can be used as an influencing factor analysis measure, the validity structure is good. And the family page is analysis of mediation effect, correlation analysis, regression analysis. The mediation path test for tribal communities shows that tribal communities has a significant positive direct effect on the intention to choose the main card and can significantly improve customer satisfaction. When customer satisfaction is added to the mood as a mediating variable, the direct effect coefficient of the tribal communities on the intention to choose the main card drops to 0.405, while the direct effect of customer satisfaction on the intention to choose the main card is significant. According to the judgment criteria of the cultural stepwise regression measure, customer satisfaction plays an important part between tribal communities and the intention to choose the main card, indicating that tribal communities not only directly promote the user's intention to choose the main card, but also indirectly enhance this intention by improving customer satisfaction. And in the correlation analysis, the Pearson correlation shows that the 5 survey quality dimensions are explanatory variables, all shows a significant positive correlation with the mediating valuable customer satisfaction, and the correlation coefficient is generally at a medium to strong level, which indicating that the improvement of survey quality perception will significantly improve customer satisfaction. At the same time, there is also very significant and strong positive correlation between customer satisfaction and the express variable. The willingness to choose the main card, which means that the more satisfaction the customer is, stronger his willingness to see the card as a main card for overseas travel. And in the regression analysis, this study deeply examined the causal relationship between the survey quality dimensions and the intention to choose a primary card through linear regression analysis. The regression mood with customer satisfaction as a dependent variable shows that the 5 explanatory variables of travel convenience, brand trust, safety assurance, survey responsiveness, and value-added surveys all had a significant positive impact on it, among which the impact of safety assurance was the most important, followed by survey responsiveness and brand trust. The impact of travel convenience and value-added surveys was significant, but relatively weak. And let's go to part 5 results and discussion. Through empirical analysis, this study found that users aged 26 to 45 with high education and frequent travel are more inclined to choose credit cards as their primary overseas cards and attach the most importance to transaction security. Regression analysis shows that the 5 survey quality dimensions all significantly improve customer satisfaction, and satisfaction has a strongest impact on the willingness to choose the primary card. Security and brand trust also have a direct effect, which can enhance user decision-making confidence. The mediation effect analysis shows that satisfaction has a wide range of mediating effects, and 45.7% of the impact of additional surveys is transmitted through satisfaction. Security and brand trust have a direct, indirect, dual path impact. Survey response has the largest explanatory power in the satisfaction path, highlighting the importance of customer survey efficiency. Thank you.